Hello everyone, welcome back to Tin and Maxx. This is Max with Guardians of the Galaxy Part 9. In full transparency, this video, I forgot the audio. Yep, I'm just gonna be honest, you can hear the gameplay, but the audio of my voice did not come through, so I am going to be re-recording it. That's right. You know what's more fun than actually playing a video game? Watching yourself back play a video game and having a comment on it. But wanted to make sure that you guys got every single part of the game because we've been going through and it's been so much fun. So here we are. I'm going to just be giving my commentary. And man, watching myself back here play, I'm not very good. Not very good at all. But especially in this part, there's so much action and we see the boss and everything like that. So it's like I had to give my commentary here. So yeah, this is when I did a really cool jump dodge into death. That was nice. That is something that I actually really like about this game, is that it just hurts your health and then doesn't actually like kill you from just falling. Oh man. Rocket's bomb I think might be the most powerful power-up, like compared to anyone. It's really nice and it gets such a group of people. It's like a Gamora and Drax's, like of how powerful it is, but it gets a whole group, which is great. Nice, got a new ability point there. We'll see when Maxx decides to use it.
Getting real tired of everybody chasing after us.
Just proves we're popular.
Popular with the wrong people.
Ooh, another fight here. There they are. The Matriarch and Raker. Yes, that's right. So Gamora is leaving us, and we're supposed to just to trust her. So we can decide to either go with her up there or not, and we chose not to go up there, and their bridge crashes down. So we've made our decision. So yeah, so Gamora's just left us here, so now it's just us three. It's us, me, Groot, Rocket, and Drax now having to fight all these guys. I will say, I think these right here are probably the toughest guys that we've played, like against, villain-wise, in the game. And even like in the future, like I think these guys are probably the toughest right there with their double shield. Don't get me wrong, I don't ever, I mean, there was a couple times we died, like, during, like, some boss fights or whatever, you know, earlier in the game, but, like, this game's really not too difficult, especially because you just get so many power-ups. I think it's just so fun re-leveling and everything like that.
This one's defenses are
Good rocket bomb right there. Look at that guy with his lightsaber coming at me. So something I've also noticed is I don't use my abilities nearly enough in-game. Oh, we got Rocket. We gotta free him. Ooh, dang it. Sniped. Wow. That was a really good move by me. Ooh, I think I barely saved Rocket there. The commentary that they have is pretty fantastic too in this game. But like, see like how many bullets I put into that guy. I understand I was a little far away, but like we did a power up blast. Like these guys just have a lot of health. There we go. Boom, boom, boom.
Groot, try the passport again, just in case.
What did he say?
He says he has been, but it still don't work. Me and that dog are gonna have words.
Yeah, Cosmo, we still haven't been able to get a hold of him. I honestly, don't think we will.
Yeah, what happens if Gamora don't catch up. Once they realize
Spider-Man No Way Home tickets have gone on sale, and just a date, you know, when I'm recording this, but man, I really want them. I really want them. I am so excited for that movie. It's gonna be great. That's right, this cool drone that chases us that doesn't really go as fast as you would think, based off how much everyone's so scared about it. Also, what is this red goop here? It's gross. More bad guys, because of course. Like, look at that. Look at that rocket bomb right there. It literally took out 2 guys and hurt the main one. Like, that was incredible. But these guys do have a lot of health. Finally use one of my power-ups. There we go. He said take the elevator. At this part I remember thinking, what elevator? I don't know where they're talking about. I was like, okay, so I'll just keep shooting guys until I know. But then he says listen to Groot get in here. And Groot's not over there. So I'm still just confused on where I'm supposed to go at this point. And then I'm like, okay, maybe they're just gonna keep coming more and more and more. Like, it won't matter. Ooh, I love those combo, like, kills like that. That's great. Drax is now telling me to move, and then also I see where Drax is going, and then boom, we got it. So this is where my health was actually getting pretty low there, if you see that.
Milano should get here any tick now.
Should?
Yeah.
And then with my 3 ability points, I unlocked... What did I unlock? I think it was Groot's. Oh. Yeah, so his uproot one, which that one's really cool, and we use it quite a bit in the future. It's kind of like being able to get a lot of guys like Rocket. Boom. And Groot with Rocket is probably the best combo, which makes sense. I actually kind of love that. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but with the Groot holding them in place and then Rocket doing the bomb, that is seriously like one of the best combos in the game. Here's shooting some folks. It's really sad, knowing what I know now, what's happening here. Okay, so then here, upcoming, is a boss fight, and I'm just gonna say now, I didn't do as good. Excuse me. I didn't do as good as I wish I would have done in this boss fight. You'll see what I'm talking about here. But just remember when I just talked about how, you know, this game's pretty easy. But here you go. I guess it's not really even a boss fight, it's like a mini boss fight. I was doing really good at the beginning. Tried freezing him, that didn't work. And then we tried using Groot's new power right then, and he moved right before he got it, so that was cool. power there. Boom. He's knocked out right there. That was cool. That was cool. And then he gets all full health. Yeah, you thought we were almost done. No. And then all of a sudden they start throwing in some other goons around him as well.
Don't worry, we've got you covered, man.
Sure don't feel like it.
I also don't ever really melee in this game at all too much. I always just pretty much use my guns. Like, I was super close to that guy and it would have been a really good time to dash, you know. Oop, and then we got him with the thorns. I don't see at that moment that there was a triangle circle option, but that's okay. Drax is hurt, which is a bummer. Because again, like, this is where he starts just shooting this thing. And it's, yeah. Look, I mean, look how much health that took out. And again, it's like no mercy, it just keeps going. So I start trying to hide. Or Groot, no. Oh. Look at this. Look at this right here. This is so sad. Oh. Death. Sad. We lost Drax there. That's what honestly made that fight so much more difficult. When you're already down, you know, 2 people. So it was just me and Groot, and then Groot gets grabbed. I mean, he was only trying to attack me. And again, it just does so much damage with it. So yeah, that was tough. That was tough. But it's okay. Love these loading times. Man, one day I will get a PlayStation 5, and then these loading times will be better for me and for you guys watching. But until then, we get to watch this cool black screen. No worries. Let's try that battle again.
Make this part of the ship go boom.
How big a boom are we talking about?
Can't wait to find out. Keep them busy while I rig this place. Here come the creeps. I need time, Quill. Keeping the flark off my tail.
Will we do better this time? The first time we fought him was pretty quick, like as far as getting his first life, but again, I would have never known that he had another one. And again, Rocket has one of the best powers, and so it's sad that he is the one who is doing that. Because both Groot and Drax are both melee fighters, so if you see them, they both just keep running up right next to him, and he can just keep doing whatever he wants. Boom. That gas canister thing fell a lot, which is good. So then I just started having Drax throw things at him, and I started looking for more, and there was another one.
Don't let him shoot Rocket! In other words, I get shot, you get stuck here!
And then I was waiting for that to get good again, and I got him. Boom. But no, I thought he would be dead. And look, again, look how much health that took out. Oh my gosh. Like, I just got health drop. Boom. And then I realized, oh, that's just number 1. But luckily, I don't think we get the big guy again, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's just these small guys, which these guys are not that bad.
Well, I I swear to Scott, if you let them shoot me in the ass.
Don't worry, we got you covered, man.
Sure don't feel like it.
Don't want to rush you,
Now
but...
stop rushing me.
Yeah, this is so much easier than that big silver guy.
Like it's gonna be that easy. I hear way too much shooting.
But I think, so back to Spider-Man No Way Home, the one thing that scares me about the movie, and the one thing that I could see being actually, like kind of almost like a mistake with it, is that they try to do just way too much. Because, so I just saw a theory that the fight that we see in the trailer with Doctor Strange telling Peter, oh yeah, this is where I get stuck, look at this, look at this, I'm stuck. And then luckily the game knows it. Oh, I was so scared I was going to be nuzlocked in that moment. Have to restart it and then have to do that fight again. But no, so basically, I'm scared that they're going to do too much. I saw a theory that was saying, you know, that the Doctor Strange, Peter Parker, when they were talking about how Doctor Strange can't, like they're all coming through and he can't stop them, it's at the Statue of Liberty, which, if you know the X-Men movie, that fight actually happens at the Statue of Liberty. So the theory is that we have tons of X-Men that are actually coming through, and that's how X-Men are now introduced into the Marvel Universe. Which, don't get me wrong, I think it's actually a really good idea to get them in. The problem is, there is already so much happening with this movie, right? That from, again, what's thought is going to happen in this movie. So, all that being said, I'm just nervous that we're going to be doing too much, but either way, I don't think it will be. I think it'll be really good. They're really good at making movies, but just nervous. Oh yeah, I chose the wrong way to go down the tunnels. Just kidding. But that's what I was thinking. I thought we died. So I'd chosen all left to go down sliding down those tunnels. Rocket's tail still flowing in the wind there. Still spinning. No, it's not. Are we gonna be saved? I don't know. The perfect jump. Thank goodness that we have Gamora. She just saved all of our lives. Man, Raker stinks.
You must go back.
Crazy. I like killing sprees as much as the next guy, but we barely got out of there alive.
What about Gamora?
She made a choice.
Oh, that's right.
She's gonna abandon her and Nikki?
That's right. I forgot that Gamora's not on the ship. Gamora is not the one who saved us. We had it programmed. Rocket did.
Don't talk like that. That's not what this is about.
Isn't it though? We're supposed to be a team. Teams don't leave people behind.
Tell that to the giant Kratakan army of robots and brainwashed believers we barely got away from.
Gamora.
So, Gamora appreciated our trust in letting her pursue Raker alone. So, by letting her just go. At that. I wonder if instead of having that little like mini boss fight, if we would have followed her, we would have fought Raker.
For now.
We have to go back. We can't leave Nikki there. What he'll turn her into.
Blah, blah, Farkin, blah. So you got stepdaddy issues and had a horrible childhood. Ooh,
Rocket!
what? It's true. Guess what? You ain't the only one here who had it bad. It don't mean we're angling to commit suicide because some pseudo-priest nutjob is doing surprise nutjob stuff. If we go back there, we're dead. D-E-D! Dead!
I'd rather die with honor.
I feel like Rocket throughout this entire game so far has been very much like he's like so logical, but doesn't care about like feelings of everyone else, right? Which I guess that's part of Rocket or whatever. So he's very much just like this is how it is.
Not yet. You should try to get a hold of Cosmo instead.
Great plan, only he ain't answering the passport.
Okay, but what choice do we have? We don't have comms.
Well, actually, we might have comms. It turns out they weren't as flarked as I originally thought.
Really?
Groot should be able to race.
The space llama didn't destroy our comms too bad.
Okay.
Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more stabby than usual. Hey, better not slice through anything in that cargo bay. We ain't restocking anytime soon. Harsh. Excuse me, I ain't the one advocating to throw ourselves to the Flurkins. Right, Drax?
Yes.
Oh, look at Drax.
You all right there, Drax?
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered by Thanos. I think I do not wish to discuss it.
Poor Drax, dude. I mean, think about that. Imagine seeing your family again. That promise. Be tough.
I saw you looking at those emergency door controls, stupid llama thing. You better not try eating them. I hope that was llama speak for I will not chew up your shit. And that better have been an acknowledgement.
I'm still wondering
Hey, Rocket,
what keeping the
you got a
llama
minute?
did besides giving us those
Let's
little
see what we
dialogue
can make
things.
with the parts you've got. I could really use a Flarkin drink right now.
We didn't have enough components to actually build anything. And then now, just looking for stuff to have conversation topics with. Gamora wasn't in here. But then I picked up her medallion thingy.
Peter, we need to...
Gamora. Hey.
Is that... Corell's Galactic War Commendation?
Yeah. I rescued it from her office. I was planning to give it back to her until...
No one could have predicted that Corell was dead. Or that Nikki would be the matriarch.
Or that she might be my kid.
That too.
That's the
She's
question.
gonna have questions
Do
and I
we
don't
think
even know where
Nikki
to
is
begin. How did
Peter's
your mom hook up?
kid?
Why weren't you
Comment
around?
below if you
didn't
think
want me.
yes. Again, if you don't know already. If you already
My
know,
dad.
don't spoil
You
it.
want to practice on me?
But if you
Answer
don't
my
know,
questions?
answer below what you think is, does Star-Lord have a kid
Carell
named
never
Nikki?
told me about Nikki. She had a
Or
chance to tell me 3
is
years
Nikki
ago and
just
she didn't.
What happened?
A different
You have to promise not to judge me
father's
too
kid?
harshly.
You know, I don't know.
Can't
I don't know.
promise
Let's
that.
find out.
I love judging people.
Fine. Carell maybe kind of caught me with a kidnapped 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I can see why Corell wouldn't have mentioned Nikki.
It's not like that. I didn't kidnap the kid, Yondu did. I told him it was wrong, that we had to give her back, and he disagreed. So I stole the Milano, and I was trying to return her when Carell just happened to intercept me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after the Galactic War ended, Carell and I went our separate ways. I rejoined the Ravagers and she joined the Nova Corps. It's not like we had a future together. When she caught me with the kid, when I saw the disappointment in her face, I knew I had to turn over a new leaf. Even if it meant turning in Yondu.
You're the reason Yondu's in the kiln? No wonder there's a bounty on your Earth name. He must have been pissed.
Yep. But I'd do it all over again. What gets me is that Corell had plenty of chances to tell me about Nikki, and she didn't. If I had known, maybe...
The important thing is that you know now.
It's true.
Yeah.
What do you do now that you know?
I already told Nikki some of the story.
But not all of it.
What was I supposed to say? Hey kid, I hooked up with your mom. I might be your dad.
Maybe not that.
I mean, it was war. I was with the Ravagers hitting Shatari supply chains. You know, pirate stuff. None of us had any long-term plans beyond survival, especially not kids. Hell, I only met Corell because I heard Earth was in Shatari's crosshairs.
Mercury, yeah, I remember. Richard Ryder established an outpost on the planet's surface.
An undermanned, undergunned, and horribly outnumbered outpost that didn't stand a snowball's chance in hell when the Shatari launched a sneak attack. Obviously, I had to do something.
Nikki would understand that, I think.
I was so close, Gamora. By the time I convinced Yondu to help, the outpost had fallen. We thought we were too late, so when Corell and her squad came out of those caves, she was just so badass. Her forces had been through the ringer, but she wasn't about to give up Mercury without a fight.
That definitely sounds like the Corell I remember.
I tried to convince Yondu to stay and help retake the outpost, but he saw no profit in dying, so I stayed instead. We spent hours strategizing together, often late into the night. It took 3 days to come up with a counterattack.
Late into the night.
And even then, it was risky. We thought we were gonna die.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. And now I have to figure out how to tell my estranged kid her mother's dead. Anyway, until we get Nikki back, we've got bigger fish to fry. This stuff can wait.
True. But when you are ready to talk about it, just be honest with her. The rest will fall into place.
Just be honest.
You're probably right.
That's Gamora's advice when talking to Nikki. We'll see if that actually works. But I also love, so that's the one thing about these games or whatever.
So, Drax, you feeling
Like, I don't feel like I should have been able to have that Gamora talk right then.
Explicitly did not.
Because specifically, Gamora's not very happy right now. You know what I mean?
It is matriarch.
And same thing kind of with this.
You have discovered my...
Drax is really sad. I guess this one makes a little bit more sense that you could still have, but
I
the other
suppose
one.
that it is impressive to criminals.
Reformed criminals, as in past tense. We're legit now, remember?
I do not think we share the same definition of legitimate.
Okay, fair, maybe not, but still. Guy who kills Thanos ends up in the most infamous prison in the galaxy? It's gotta be one hell of a story.
Which part would you like to hear, Peter Quill?
Oh.
How I allegedly killed the Mad Titan, or are you enamored by my stay in the kiln?
I mean, we all want to know.
Thanos, obviously. I mean, it's the Mad Titan. He was supposed to be untouchable, and then BAM! Player 2 is joined. Just, how'd you do it? How'd you take Thanos down?
With sorcery.
Come on, really?
Really. After Thanos murdered my family, rage filled my heart. In my search for revenge, I found Mentor.
You mean a mentor, right?
No, Mentor is his name. And his brother Cronus, sorcerers. They gave me a sleeping potion that would grant my greatest desire. Finding and killing Thanos.
You're messing with me.
I am not. When I woke, I was changed. I could sense the Mad Titan's vile life force, feel it pulsating from across the galaxy.
Wow, that's a...
I know how it sounds, Peter Quill.
And I believe that you believe this happened. It's just... it's pretty out there. Even for space stuff.
Regardless, I followed the pulse in my mind until it led me to a moon in the Black Quadrant. And there, I found Thanos, hiding like a coward. Our battle waged for days. Each of us trading blows across the moon's inhospitable surface, equal in strength,
That would be a cool fight to see. Like, I wish they showed us
And
like
then
a
you
flashback of that.
delivered the
That would be
final
really cool.
blow.
I recall throwing the final swing before I collapsed from exhaustion. When I awoke, I was in a hospital on Atlantis. Many rotations had passed, and I was being hailed as a hero.
For killing Thanos.
Allegedly. The very fibers of my being say otherwise. I can still feel him out there. I have no doubt in my heart that he survived, just as I did.
And that's what's crazy. Is Thanos actually
What
not
was it
dead?
like in the kiln?
Do you think Thanos is
You
going to
would
be
not have
in this
survived the
game?
cycle. Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's
I-
going to be set up for
maybe
Guardians of the Galaxy
You
2?
know someone there?
Then pray they died quickly.
I don't know.
Yikes. It's really that bad?
Worse. However, after the chaos I wrought in my misguided quest for revenge, it was a well-deserved punishment.
Right. The rampage.
That is one way to describe it. After my battle with Thanos, I became convinced that he still drew breath. I demanded proof, but when none was provided, I convinced myself that others were concealing his location. I saw his hideous visage in every shadow, and murdered anyone I thought was hiding him.
Some of which were very bad dudes.
Perhaps. It is not my place to judge.
So, how'd they stop you? Novacore, I mean. You're Drax, the Destroyer. There's not a bounty hunter alive who could have taken you down.
I surrendered.
What? Why?
I had succumbed to madness and become the very thing that I hoped to vanquish. Once I realized that, I could not live with the monster that I had become.
Well, the important thing is that you're here now.
Yeah.
With us. And we're not going
Drax
back to
was
prison
thinking he was
anytime
turning into
soon.
Thanos,
That remains to be seen.
even though he was nothing like Thanos. But I mean,
What is wrong with her?
he was
We have to
destroyed.
go back.
Sure, we're heroes, but there's a limit.
A rocket.
One whole arm. That's what? 10% of Raker down?
And I say we leave the other 90% alone. Can't say I ain't glad I get to dissect this little marvel, but that's as close as I'm getting to this flarking cult ever again.
I don't think that's true because I think they're the main villain in this game.
Chew. Move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship.
Shoo, flark off.
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
Rocket and Star-Lord always going back and forth about the ship is pretty awesome. Also, I have closed that fridge so many times. I don't understand what it is. What's going on with it? Well, there's pissed off Gamora. Let's go see if we can talk to her.
Watch it.
Hey, Gamora.
Go away, Peter.
Come on. Just thought I'd check in. That was some pretty heavy stuff you said earlier. Wanna talk about it?
I don't need a pep talk.
It's time to break into song. Of course.
Okay. All right. No talking. Let's sing it out.
What?
Oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? You feel the beat, call your name. Come on, I know you know this one. I hold you close in victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged in the call of the wild. Come on, sing it!
Shooting at the walls of...
Shooting at the walls of heartache.
Bang, bang!
I am
the
a warrior.
Gamora's a really good singer.
I am a warrior, and heart to heart you win. See, just singing.
All right, I like that one. Gets me every time. What did you want to talk about?
And so this is where
Wanna talk about the guy whose arm you just
I
ripped
probably
off?
shouldn't have
There's
talked.
nothing to talk about.
You chopped his arm off.
And that's all I did. He's still out there with Nikki, manipulating her with his slick lies and flarked up promises. Making everybody think we can't bring them back.
Who did you see in your promise? Got a feeling it wasn't Thanos.
No one. Nothing. It was just a lie. Which is why we need to stop it.
Right. I'm working on that. Just try not to slash the cargo bay in half.
That was not the
Could
right
you
thing to say. So it was a bummer because I definitely got her in a good mood with the singing, and then that little conversation, she got all pissed again.
Maybe when Quill makes the right call and flies us far, far away from the church.
Ooh, so swirly. Is that even a plant? Wonder where Groot picked up that one.
So Groot, throughout the game, just picks up different plants from different places, which is kind of fun. Still don't know what's going on here.
It wouldn't be all chewed up if we kept the llama in here.
Yeah, that would be such a small space. Oh wow, a small place for a llama though. So
I
that
feel
would
like
be
I've
sad.
seen this before. Did Groot pick it up in nowhere?
But I just watched Tiger King season 2. Man, it makes me just so sad for the animals. Every single time that show, everyone always talks about how crazy the people are, and they are crazy. Don't get me wrong, like they're nuts, and they're terrible people. But it's like the animals. It's just so sad. Like the very ending of season 2. I won't ruin it or anything like that. But at least ended with a happy ending, and it just made me really happy for the animals.
Are you siding with Green Team on this? Yeah, well, a little bit is all we achieved before getting brain scrubbed and tied up to phase reactors.
Groot thinks that we should go and save them too, it sounds like.
How about you, bud? You doing okay? Are you sure? We saw some pretty messed up stuff in there. Yeah. Maybe I'm not the best person to discuss it with you. You and Rocket should definitely talk about it, though. I'm glad you guys are there for each other. Take care, buddy.
I wish we could learn how to speak his language. That would be pretty dope. The I Am Groot is pretty cool too.
Anything yet?
Guardian of Galaxies.
Cosmo, buddy. Where you been? We've been calling you.
Cosmo.
Sorry, Peter Quill. Cosmos paws being tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
Are you okay?
Is fine for a moment. Cosmo receive warning in time, but continuum cortex is shut down for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Yet, this problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Zendar and ask WORLDMIND for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually.
Wow. So Cosmo can't help us. We gotta
Cosmo, are you
go
there? What happened?
to Xandar. Ask the World Mind. Oh, as we're getting coolly attacked here. Vengeance roar. Okay, the capes in this game do not work. Look at that Gamora's cape right now. Still, you can kind of see it in the corner bottom left there. It's so funny.
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of
Captain Glory.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He's surrounded.
Groot's finger point right there is awesome.
I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you were as imbecilic as they are. Lady Hellbender sends her regards, so-called Guardians of the Galaxy. Prepare to be eliminated.
Wow.
No, you prepare to be eliminated.
Smooth.
We got this.
Look at her cape. It's still just going. Honestly, this is really not that hard. So this is, if you've ever played like Battlefront, the ship fights, that's what this reminds me of. It's literally just having a bunch of bullets everywhere, a ton of guys, and then us in our little ship.
Where's Drax the Destroyer? My bounty's forgotten.
Never heard of them.
Try not to get shot, Will.
Flying, this sucks.
Finish them.
We're just getting started.
Guys, I think they sent the non-lethal legion.
Damage report.
Stop getting hit, there won't be no damage.
Useful. Thanks.
But yeah, once you start taking out guys, this gets easier and easier.
Cheap shot.
Ugh.
Please try to flee.
Try to
I
hide.
would love to hunt you down.
Feed your ego? No, thank you.
No, I think we're doing good. Just, you know,
Hang in there, bud. They ain't killed us yet.
keep going behind this rock, the same rock right here.
Feels kind of good to have bounty hunters after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
And somehow I accidentally clicked the wrong button or something there. That or I'm just really bad at playing games. That's probably true. I would say that that is true from what you guys have probably seen. You probably agree with me there.
These guys have really bad timing.
I'm starting to wish I'd stayed in dog jail. Only one lethal name brain left.
One is all we need.
That don't even make sense. We just wasted a ton of you.
Just trying to find it is the hard thing.
Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys? Who's the inferior life form now, huh?
Still you.
Peter,
Luke
I'm
had
picking up
glory
What?
in his cool
Here's I'll
big
have to
ship.
finish this myself.
His name's actually Glory.
My cruiser will crush you.
Okay, watch how easy this is.
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about? Nothing. I'm sure it's very comfortable.
Will not be mocked.
Then do something about it.
That did some real damage.
Look how,
Hitting his
oh,
exhaust-
and then he lets out mines. That's the one thing that it's kind of an okay power that he does. He lets out mines every time he leaves or whatever. And so because I like pretty much just head first, just aggressive and just don't care.
Lady Skull Shoot us the worst fucking timing. Is she here? Just her goons. This time.
I know this time I know there was the
This guy's
mines.
starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill.
So then I just keep firing. And then it obviously is not hitting anything because
Starting to feel like we pissed off the whole
it's too
galaxy.
far away. And also just not aiming it just right.
Nope, not a thing.
So I'm trying, but then here we go.
Keep up the barrage. They will not survive it.
I mean, we have doing pretty good. So then he kept kind of like teleporting places and letting out bombs or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think the scraps that scare if the galaxy's under siege. You know,
Now there's these blue ones, these blue bullets coming at.
What's his point? You just tried
And
to dump the problem on
nope,
somebody
it was
else.
hardly anything. I think it's because I slowly damaged everything, like a little bit.
Just kill them already.
There's an arc to this.
ha! Quill described a kill splane to the deadliest woman in the galaxy.
Ooh, right up the exhaust port.
Boom, boom,
We
boom.
gotta take better care of the Milano.
Yeah, you were a ship washing the wax when this is all over.
Right after you patch up all the holes.
I am Clarice, warrior.
Take that, lady skull scut.
I
Yeah.
doubt we've seen the last of her.
Don't worry about Lady Hellbender.
I don't know, that was probably the easiest, like, little battle I had to do. We lost a tiny bit of health. You saw that green bar on the left, if you were wondering. That was our health. Hardly ever went down at all. Yeah, it was pretty easy.
Yeah, old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
I ain't letting no buckethead near my...
Wow, talk about cosmic gridlock.
I haven't seen this many ships around Xandar since the start of the Galactic War.
Open channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
Our skies are young. We access to facilities.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
All these ships are just trying to get in.
I don't
They won't
see
let
any
'em.
rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the WORLDMIND. Groot.
Okay, this is probably one of the best mini games ever that I've ever seen. Get ready for this one.
Welcome to
Oh.
Rerecord headquarters. Please state your preferred language of communication.
I really badly wanted to select
Big Creekquill, I'm gonna gnaw your ears off.
something that wasn't standard galactic.
I know, bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpant's mistakes.
How may we assist you? After scanning your ship, our near-perfect algorithms pre-selected several officer choices.
Nova's profiling us? That ain't okay. Groot wants you to pick WorldMind.
Scroll down! Scroll down!
Everyone, so I didn't realize they were
Your
going to tell us
cop
there.
girlfriend is still listed here. You should,
Rocket!
Oh, right, she's, dead. Scroll back up!
The allocation of resources for direct communication with us has been denied. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, it was worth a shot. Let's try something else.
Just pick something, Peter. We should report what Raker is up to.
Think the Flarkin WorldMind doesn't already know?
We are aware of the current threat.
See, Gamora's hand was coming in there. I didn't know what that meant yet.
How about future crime?
Great idea.
Thank you for being proactive. However, the galaxy's impending doom makes all future crimes irrelevant.
Groot wants us to report a crime, which is just wrong. Seriously wrong. What do you mean the past crime button looks lonely?
We should tell them about the promise.
Right, as if none of these other ships ain't already blasting about it all over the comms.
Due to the imminent termination of civilization, we are unable to open new cases.
Do you think turning ourselves in would get their attention? I can't believe this option doesn't work. This is the core. They should be helping.
Hey, Woolberry, got any ideas?
Ugh.
Congratulations on your decision to join the Corps. To begin, state your full name, designation, or serial number.
Richard Ryder.
Quill's mom!
This strategy is futile.
Oh, come on, Muscle Brain. It might work.
Oh,
Please state your celestial body or artificial installation of origin.
So Rocket's hand came in and selected Quill's mom,
Continue
which is
to doubt this
fantastic.
strategy. Sheesh. Yeah, maybe it won't work. But
Not
look at
today.
this, Scott. It's hilarious.
Finally,
In a few words,
describe what made you want to join NovaCorp.
Because I'm a sucker.
Force justice.
Looks like the best AI in the world couldn't parse that. Good job,
Nope.
boys. Alright, so that was fun, but a complete waste of time. Any other ideas?
I think it's time we try turning ourselves in.
Leave a fine?
thank you for attempting to be an upstanding citizen.
As all prisons are being evacuated,
You may self-sequester
wherever you wish.
This menu again?
Now we're gonna try paying the fine.
connected to banking services.
And that was the right answer.
I believe that worked.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, WorldMind. Long time no see. It's me, Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Check the addendum.
We need your help.
To pay a fine.
No, of course not. You need to save the galaxy.
Galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
Mass delusion known as the promise.
Sweeping its systems, converting all who encounter
Counter it.
in
In less than 3 cycles,
it has spread from the crew of a single
star
star,
frigate to multiple outposts.
worlds and systems.
Axios 9, Rigel 3,
75.222
2% of the Andromeda Galaxy.
galaxy, all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The WORLDMIND's collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop it.
Can we be more clear?
The universal
Well,
church
mine
of truth.
really has no hope at all.
Told ya, they're a collective.
It is a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me that.
We just escaped the church's mothership. We have a ton of intel you can use to bring them down.
There is nothing you can tell us we do not already
Already know.
Pretty sure I know a few things that even a supercomputer can't know.
Such as
Well, how to groom the feathers on a Shi'ar warbird for starters.
Are you still alive?
Because I know how to groom the feathers.
Yeah, well, I know where you can buy hack NovaCorp helmets at ridiculously discounted prices. What? They obviously don't know about it, or they do something.
The point is, we've lived things, experienced things. We've survived the promise, and maybe our experience can be used to help you bring them down.
it is possible.
We have overlooked the value of individual
Experiential memories stored
within our files.
Good. So let's pull resources.
However, given the ill-defined
Parameters of such a query,
taking
undertaking
a search protocol at this time is
advised.
now. If you will excuse us,
The universal church of truth's forces
draw
draw
closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the
Preservation
preservation
of
of
Xandarian culture. All else
is
is
secondary.
Have you seen what your planet looks like? Xandarian culture is a lost cause.
Culture is more than a location.
You're NovaCorp's leader. You have a duty to protect this galaxy.
That is incorrect.
You ain't the leader of the Bucketheads?
We do not have a duty to protect this galaxy.
we
WorldMind
merely
kinda
plead this
sucks.
to get
Advanced knowledge of potential threats.
Serve and protect only yourselves.
A logical byproduct of our primary directive.
directive.
Officers all over the galaxy laying down their lives for you. And you won't even risk fighting for their sake?
The risk is too great.
It would be a pointless sacrifice.
For unknown reasons, the
The church is
church's
stockpiling resources. Its
influence has grown beyond all probabilistic.
models.
Then update your models.
We
We
can
cannot
adjust
adjust our computations to the
enemy's
enemy's
nonsensical power source.
You mean faith energy?
faith as an energy source
Is
is
logical. We are unable to
Compute scenarios to fight that which should not exist.
So you're just gonna let the church win?
If power source cannot be quantified,
It cannot be countered.
Sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
Don't you control the Nova Force, the magical energy that powers Nova Core?
it
It's not magical. But yes,
Then how do you explain that one? Because to an outsider, it doesn't seem logical at all.
Thanos used to say it was generated by the living computers of Xandar.
the
the
living
computers of Xandar
are the Nova Force. It exists because we exist.
exist, and we exist, therefore it does.
Sounds like you're able to harness your collective energy just like Breaker with other people's faith. Maybe the way you do it can tell you how the church does.
Perhaps. Enough new data to consider.
Guardians of the Galaxy. We will. Later.
Play to deceit it down in the world of mind, logic routines. That's good.
We
I'll make this decision without considering all
available options.
I don't know what that's gonna do for us, but
only revealed
A single entity with the potential to solve
stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who.
I am Warlock, the Church's original Golden God.
Unfortunately,
One.
he perished.
In the last year of the Galactic War,
Great. So no one?
we
We
are
are pleased you reached the same conclusion.
conclusion we did.
It appears that our travel preparations
Are almost complete. Farewell, Guardians.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wait!
Classic Nova Core. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me? Groot says the Flarkin Helpline's still asking for fine money.
still asking for fine money. Oh man. Oh Nova Core. Oh WorldMind. Why? Why are they that way? Oh, are we gonna pay the fine? Honestly, I think what we do is we do pay the fine to honor Corel. We told her that we would come back and we would pay it. She's gone now. And yes, it doesn't look like it's going to matter at all, but it might matter later when we actually save the galaxy. So, we're going to pay the fine, and that's going to end this episode. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe. And again, sorry about the audio thing here, but we'll be back with the next episode of Guardians of the Galaxy soon. Take care.